Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to your lecture number 14, in which we are going to discuss another essay type, that is evaluation essay. Remember, in your previous lecture we have thoroughly talked about the argumentative and persuasive essay. The argumentative and persuasive essay, as I have explained in the previous lecture, tries to help the reader get into the situation, or they are being persuaded by the writer's point of view. So your main aim or your main idea is to persuade your reader through providing facts, by providing different quotes and evidences, by appealing to their logic and emotion. So we have also discussed that how you can write one good argumentative essay by following some techniques. Now there are some well-written argumentative essay which follow the facts and figures, and then they also follow the statistics, and then they also appeal to the logic and emotion of the reader. Then we have also discussed some of the steps that are supposed to be kept in mind while writing one argumentative essay, where you are supposed to make and create your thesis assignment first, thesis statement first, which is based on any strong argument that you want to talk about. For that, you should know the arguments and the values of the opposing side. For example, you sit on chair A, as you should know that whosoever is sitting on chair B is what kind of questions they would have in mind, and you are supposed to satisfy them and counter them on your own. Then we have also talked about that how you can select one topic for your argumentative and persuasive essay, in which you can appeal to the logic of the people. Selecting a topic for a persuasive essay is not a big deal. There is a variety of topics to be seen in around us. Only thing that you are supposed to keep in mind, that whatsoever topic that you select, you should be confident enough of commenting on them and satisfying the counterpart easily. Then we have discussed some common mistakes that can be made while writing one argumentative essay, and then we also discussed that what steps you should take and what steps you should not take while writing one persuasive essay. We also discussed one example of a very good example of why people should read books, and in the previous lecture we also discussed some of the tips, basic general essay writing tips, which may help you write one very good essay. So that was a recap, of a very quick recap of what we have done in the previous lecture. Today's lecture is going to focus on the evaluation essay. We will thoroughly see that what evaluation essay is and how you explain it, and what steps can be taken for writing one evaluation essay, and so on and so forth. So to begin with, let's start up with the definition of evaluation essay, that how you define evaluation as. Evaluation is or evaluation essay is just like a review. Now what is a review? It tries to see, or it tries to judge whether something is good or bad, better or worse than other similar things. So a review tries to prove one thing which you feel is good as compared to the others which you don't feel are good. So that's a kind of a review of proving something, of making your judgments on something, or evaluating something based on your personal opinions. We are familiar with this sort of writing in book or movie reviews. Now if you take an example of a book review or a movie review, they thoroughly pick up the points to prove that this, or to make a judgment on that whether it is good or bad, or better or worse. Then evaluation papers can be serious or funny. Your tone and your mood can be serious as well as funny while you are trying to evaluate anything and to convey to the reader. Your main purpose is to convey and to make your judgment on that whether, for example, if you take the example of a movie, and you want to write one movie review, and you evaluate, and if you want to evaluate one movie, your main point and your main focus should be that you try to pick up the bad and the good qualities, and you try to see that whether it was the better or the worst movie ever seen. So this is how you write one review, and this is how you evaluate based on your judgments of selecting between good or bad. I hope the understanding of why we write one evaluation essay that also matches, or that you can also call one review. We all love to read the review of a really bad movie or a restaurant experience. If you like to write satire, this can be the great paper to write out your humor. Now, if you love to do this satire thing, if you really like to critically see or critically evaluate the thing, then evaluation essay can be the best choice for doing that. Chances are that you will have a great time, so you will your reader. So you are going to enjoy while writing any or while selecting between any or good and bad qualities of or while writing a satire about any movie or any book, and so is your reader, because this is all about your tone. Either that's going to be funny or serious, humorous or sad, whatsoever you want to take for to bring in your reader to your major goal. Now let's see that how to write an evaluation essay. There are some points to remember while you select your topic of evaluation essay, or while you select that you want to write on evaluation essay. People make judgments all the time about everything that surrounds them. So everything is around us, maybe any other person, maybe any other figure, maybe any other colleague, maybe a friend. You try to judge them, or you try to make your personal opinion on them. Maybe you find a new actor on the movie and you give your judgment that whether this actor is working or acting good, or he's acting bad. So there is always your judgment. If you see a very cute baby, you give your judgment on, and you try to see that how this baby is good than other babies, and your judgment is always there while you are looking at people, while you are looking at things. If you buy a new sofa come bed for your home, and you judge it that how this is going to be good or bad for your home. So this is how you give judgments on everything that surrounds you, and you give your judgments every day. Each day we face various facts and scenes, and to act adequately we need to develop our assessment of them. So once we want to see or develop our assessment of them, we need to focus on them clearly. This type of critical writing gives fair and sound supporting evidence, so that the reader can form their opinion about the subject. So this is what you call one argumentative essay, evaluation essay, where you are supposed to give your evidence or provide your evidence while you are trying to give your opinion of, or give your judgment of, good or bad aspects of that very thing. Now, like every other essay, evaluation essay also carries some steps to be followed. The number one step that you are supposed to take, as like all other essays, is to choose a topic for your evaluation essay. Choose a topic that you would like to write about. Now, any topic that you want to write about, you should select that, since you will need to make a value judgment based on a set of criterion. You should know your subject well. So you are going to make your judgment on a specific criteria that you want to work on, or that one you want to write on. So this is going to be your basic goal of writing or before you select any topic for your evaluation essay. Formulate your thesis. Now, once you have selected your topic for your evaluation essay, you are going to create and formulate your thesis. The thesis of an evaluation essay is its overall purpose and should be stated clearly. So whatsoever you have drawn the thesis, and whatsoever you have drawn the purpose of writing your essay, evaluation essay, your statement or your thesis statement is going to be the overall purpose of why do you want to write, and on which things, on which criterion do you want to write your evaluation essay on. So your step number one would be selecting a topic, and your step number two would be formulating your thesis, which would be based on your purpose of selecting the criterion for your evaluation essay. Now your step number 3 would be that think of a criterion that you are going to use to make your judgment. Now any criteria on which you are going to make your judgment on, maybe you have selected one topic and you want to evaluate that thing on the set criterion. This is what you are supposed to do while you are going to take your step number 3 towards writing any evaluation essay. It is difficult or impossible to evaluate something immediately, so allocate several touchstones to make this process easier. So you cannot touch each and every good or bad quality of everything. There is a set criterion on which you are going to assess or judge anything or any person or any place for. So try to set your criterion before you move on to the 4th step of writing any evaluation essay. So once you have made your thesis statement based on any purpose, you are supposed to then decide your criterion and then break that down into different parts. Then find some supporting evidence to prove your point of view. Whatsoever criterion you have selected for your evaluation essay, you are supposed to find some supporting evidences that can prove to, or that can help to prove your point of view. You should not make general statements, so your statements should be factual, based on evidences, based on the factual information, based on reality. They should not be the general one or the broad ones which cannot be wrapped down in one situation. Now your step number 5 would be that make a rough draft of your paper. Now outlining something is or has something to do when you have so many ideas. Once you have one set criterion for your essay, you will directly start writing or making the rough draft of your paper. In this draft, organize the criterion and the evidence that you found. So whatsoever criteria that you have selected, you are supposed to support that with the evidence that you have selected in your step number 4. Now write the paper following the classic structure of an introduction, main body part and conclusion. Now once that you have selected your criterion and then you have found out that how you are going to support your criterion through the evidence, you are supposed to start writing your essay. Now to begin with, pick up your pens and pick up your copies. Today I am not going to share any example with you. You are supposed to write one evaluation essay on your own. I can give you some topics and I can give you some examples, and then we will see that how you are capable enough of writing one evaluation essay. In the introduction, introduce your value judgment about the chosen subtopic. Now introduction would give your judgment about the chosen topic, that why you have selected this topic. In the main body part, present your supporting evidences. Now first paragraph has something to do with your value judgment about one topic, and then your supporting details provide the evidences to support your judgment. In the conclusion, briefly summarize your material and restate your final judgment. So your final judgment would be restated in your conclusion. Once you have created, or once you have made out your essay draft and essay, and once you have crafted your essay, you are going to go for the proofreading, which will help you find out the loopholes that you have made while writing one good evaluation essay. Now, in order to evaluate something, you need to compare it with the best example of that particular thing. So to help you develop your topic in an essay, there are 2 important questions to ask when you are choosing your topic to evaluate. The number 1 is, what category of a thing is it? So you are supposed to, make sure that you know about the category of that thing, so that you can, if you are going to, decide on narrowing down the criteria for that thing, you can do that. What is the best example of something in the category? So in that very category, whatsoever you have chosen, you are supposed to see that what can be the best example of something in that very category, and we will see some examples to see that how you can do that. Now, what are you evaluating needs to be done through that what sort of topic you are evaluating. For instance, if it is a movie, then you are supposed to see that what kind of a genre it is, horror, romance, Disney, or is it a family movie. So this is how you see that what category it is while you want to evaluate anything. Then you need to decide that what would make an excellent movie in that genre in your opinion. So for example, you may decide that a good romantic comedy has to have 3 things. So you have picked up one category, and then you are going to see that what can be the best possible examples for that very category that you have selected. Now see that if you have selected the romantic comedy, see it should carry humor, surprising plots, twists, and actors you enjoy to getting to know. So this is how you can make your romantic comedy look and feel one good part of or one good piece of literature. Next, you will evaluate the movie you have chosen to see how well it matches with those criteria, giving specific examples of how it does or does not fulfill those elements of an excellent romantic comedy. Once you have drawn your outline, you are going to see that how and you have then picked up any romantic comedy, and then you are going to then evaluate on those outlines that you have made for selecting any comedy or any piece of literature that you wanted to evaluate. And now to give you any other example of kind of, as we said that evaluation is a kind of a review. So if you try to review the quality of the courses, let's say particularly talking about the English language courses being introduced by different institutions to enhance the English language quality of or to provide the best skills to different people to how successful they are in doing that. So you would make your criterion, that is your criteria, or that is the selected thesis statement that you want to work on. You would work accordingly to see that which institutions you want to target on, which are providing the English language teaching proficiency classes. You would select them. Then you would make your own outline of evaluation, that you would make your own criteria. Your criteria would talk about that are their listening skills improved, are their reading skills improved after attending their language proficiency courses, are these language proficiency courses expensive, do they provide any benefits, do they provide any job opportunities. So these are some questions that you are drafting for yourself to check out that whether those courses fall on the same criterion or not. And once you question all those courses and all those situations where English language proficiency courses are being introduced, you can come up with different conclusions and you can come up with different findings. Now whatsoever you conclude or whatsoever you find is your evaluation of your thesis statement, of your criterion that you have made, and that would automatically prove your criterion to be the true or false. So it depends on it also depends on the kind of a tone that you are choosing for writing one evaluation essay, because by making or by inserting humor in your evaluation is going to also get that's also another persuasive technique that can grab the attention of your reader. So by doing so, you can write one good evaluation essay. Now there are some more possible topics for evaluation essay that can be used while writing one good evaluation or a review of something. Now the first example is evaluate a vacation spot or your favorite book. So you can either evaluate any vacation stop, that why this vacation spot is a good one, and you can also evaluate your favorite book, that why this book is your favorite and what is the criteria of your favorite book that you have selected. Evaluate activities that kids are involved in after school. Should kids be organized should kids be in organized activities or be allowed time to free play? So you are going to give your evaluation on such topics also. Evaluate a class you are taking, or evaluate how well your high school prepared you for the college. So you are going to, or you can pick this topic for your evaluation also. Evaluate a product that you really think is superior. Perhaps you have favorite backpack brand, or a cell phone, computer, or a video game. So you are going to pick up or evaluate any product that you really think is superior for you. Are there enough places to study at your college? Are there enough places for students to gather to have fun? Pick a particular place to evaluate. So these kind of topics can be selected for writing one good evaluation essay, and you can write a lot of details while selecting on or while working on these kind of details. Now there are some key points to be considered while you select to, or you want to write one good evaluation essay. Remember that no matter how enthusiastic or negative your attitude is towards the chosen subject, the general tone of your essay should be reasonable. So you are going to make this balance between being negative or being enthusiastic or being very, very lively about the topic. You are going to see that your statements should be reasonable enough to be presented in front of the reader. In some cases, humor is acceptable, but since it is still in academic writing, try to write it in an appropriate scholarly manner. So you are not going to, use that pun of words which Shakespeare was used to use in his dramas. You are supposed to stick to some grammatical rules and some that set criteria of writing the formal formats, because essay writing is something formal, and you are supposed to or you are happen to sound scholarly once you are writing one very serious topic, and once the topic that you want to evaluate and ponder on. You can use quotations, personal experience, descriptions, or comparisons with similar objects or evidence. So the best choice can be that you can use any kind of quotations, any kind of citations, any personal experiences that you want to use, any descriptions or comparisons with similar objects or evidence. An evaluation essay isn't about giving an unbiased view of point. You come up with an evaluative thesis and provide evidences in its defense. So you have one particular, or you have one set thesis for writing down one evaluation essay, and you are going to work on that thoroughly. The more controversial the subject you have chosen for your essay, the more supporting arguments you might need. So if there is going to be any controversy in your subject, you are supposed to choose the best example for your essay. It is also useful to present the opposite point of view. In this way, you will show that you are aware that other opinions on the topic also exist. So you are not going to tangle on, or you are not going to only rely on your personal opinions. Rather, you are going to compare others with the set criterion that you have drawn for writing down one evaluative essay. Now there are some techniques that how to write one evaluation essay. If you follow these techniques carefully, you can solve your quiz, which I am about to give after this lecture. I'll give you an outline and you are supposed to solve that. That is going to be your quiz number 1. Make sure that you follow the this specific outline for writing one evaluation essay. Stick to it. Rely on all the information that I am providing you, and only in this way you are going to produce one good evaluation essay. Now the first point that you are supposed to remember is, while writing one good evaluation essay, is that present the subject in an interesting way. So whatsoever the subject for evaluation you have chosen, you are supposed to present that in an interesting way and in a very different way. Give the right amount of detail. Right amount of detail means that the amount of detail that is enough to be digested by the audience, or to be understandable by the audience. If you are going to provide a lot of detail that is not of any use, and you are just beating about the bush, and that does not follow on your criterion, and that does not provide your judgment, that is only going to go in waste. Help reader decide their evaluation. Once you have given your personal evaluation or your personal judgment on something, help the reader draw their own evaluation as well. More review than a summary. An evaluation essay is more kind of a review than a summary. Summary should not be more than 1/3 portion of the essay. So summary is usually the 1/3 portion of your essay. However, a review can be longer than that. Make sure what you are evaluating is clear. So if whatsoever you are evaluating is clear for you, only in that possible way you can make it clear to the audience. Second thing that you are supposed to remember while writing your quiz is that make a clear authoritative judgment. That is 2/3 of the paper. So your 2/3 of the paper is going to rely on providing the clear and authoritative judgment. Thesis sentence should tell exactly what you think. So your thought should be presented in your thesis statement, in which you are going to clearly tell that how and which thing you are going to judge while writing this evaluation essay. Define the audience. Also define in your mind that who is the target audience for your essay. Create a 3-column log. To help you make notes for your paper, separate them into 3 columns like this. The first one is your criteria, the second one is your evidence, and the third one is your judgment. So 3 columns: criteria, judgment and evidence. So you are going to provide the evidence for every criteria that you are trying to define, and then you are going to give your judgment on that. So your first thing, your criteria is going to be your introduction, your evidence is going to be your main body, and the last judgment is going to be your personal judgment, that is going to be your conclusion. Order the body paragraphs, your judgment of from least to most important. Now, whatsoever kind of evidences, whatsoever kind of a judgment you are providing, try to make sure that the one which is of the priority, you should, or which is the most important one, you should write it in the beginning, and then then the others one should follow. Back up your opinions with concrete examples and convincing evidence. Then you should have a backup plan for convincing your arguments or your criteria that you have selected for writing one evaluation essay. If you have the strong evidences and if you have the strong facts to support your criteria, your reader will be happy to read your paper, and they will be excited about what you have written, and only in this possible way you can make one good evaluation essay. Now your point number 3 is, while you are writing and how to write one evaluation essay, that argue for your judgment. Now you are supposed to provide solid arguments for supporting your judgment. As you state each of your judgments, you need to give reasons to prove that they are specific, interesting and convincing. So as you are giving your judgments, you are also going to support them with the reasons and prove them with reasons to prove that yes, you are right. Evidence can be describing the subject, quoting, using personal anecdote, or comparing and contrasting with a similar subject. So this is how you can write your evidences in this way. Sometimes you may want to counter argue if you disagree with what most people think. So evaluation is a kind of a thing where you have to also provide your counter judgments or counter evaluations on something where you think that people think of this thing in this way, so you are going to provide your counter arguments in the other as, and these counter arguments should be strong enough to see that the reader is getting convinced by your thoughts. For example, if your subject is very popular and you think it is terrible, you may want to state what most people think and tell why you disagree. So in this way you can make your judgments on something and make people understand that why they should disagree with their own thoughts, what they were supposed to think, while putting in or while inserting in the solid facts and figures and evidences that through which you want to prove your point of view to your reader. Now there are some do's that one should do while writing one good evaluation essay. The first thing is, when choosing your topic, mind that some subjects may be of an interest for one group of people, but at the same time completely uninteresting for the others. So choose that topic which interests the both category. The ones who can be interested and the ones who are not interested can become interested after or while reading your paper. The next thing that you are supposed to do is to pick at least 4 to 5 criteria to make an assessment. So you are supposed to pick at least 4 to 5 criteria on which you are going to make your assessment or your evaluation or your judgment. The more criteria you come up with, the more exact and clear your viewpoints becomes for your readers. So set your criteria in 4 or 5 points, or maybe more than that, as to see and as to prove it to your audience and to prove it to your audience understandings. Do make sure that your evidence is balanced between the criteria. Now, whatsoever criteria you have selected, your evidence should have or should be well connected with your criteria, and your evidence should support the criteria that you have made. Now, they should have kind of a linkage between two of them. For example, if you have a different criteria based on different things and you are talking about another evidence based on any other criteria, so they are not going to help each other prove your point of view or prove your judgment. Your essay will look much better if you find convincing arguments for each one of your criterion. So try to explain each of your criterion one by one, and then provide each evidence for each criterion. Only in this possible way you can answer or you can cater to each one of them on the regular basis. If you choose only one evidence to cater or to answer all the arguments that you have written in your paper, that might become difficult for you to be to display in front of your reader. Avoid situations when you use one strong evidence of your criterion and none of others. So avoid those situations where one criteria is being supported by an evidence and the other criterions are left alone to be drowned in the sea where you have floated them. Now, another thing that you are supposed to do is to find the conventional standard within the topic you have chosen, to use it as a model for distinguishing your points in writing an essay. So you are going to find out those conventional standards which can be of use for elaborating or for providing the strong evidences for each one of your criterion. Do use proper grammar and punctuation, and proofread your essay carefully. So in the end, after every essay, proofread it well, so that it has to find out that if you have missed out any point or any important point while writing your essay. Once you are proofreading, the best idea is to keep your pre-writing paper with you, as to make sure that if you have forgotten to write down any point in your final draft. Also, stick to the standard English format. Try to follow all the grammatical norms, and also try to see all the punctuations that you are supposed to insert while writing one good essay. And only in this way you can make your every essay type look better, and this is how you can also make your evaluation essay look better. Now, don't forget to, now there are some few points that you are not supposed to do. The first one says that don't forget to state clearly your value judgment, otherwise it will be difficult to understand what your paper is about. So your value judgment is very important. That comes usually in the end or your closing paragraph, where you are going to provide your personal judgment of something. If you are not going to mention one, this is going to really become very difficult for the reader to understand that what you exactly wanted to prove after writing this essay. Don't be afraid to be concrete in your assessments. Now, this concreteness has something to do with combining all the logics, combining all the evidences and facts. It has also something to do with the cohesion and coherence of the ideas that you want to float in your evaluation paper. Use catching verbs and lively nouns in your arguments, and avoid being too general and stating the obvious. Now, what is obvious should not be stated or restated every time, because people are aware of that. try to talk about those people, those things, or those try to raise all those arguments which you feel can be there in people's mind by looking at people from different angles, and then try to prove them and then try to write them down through by adding different catching verbs and lively nouns in it. Now, don't be afraid to give both positive and negative assessments to the same object in one paper. Now, if you are going to do that, you are not going to be afraid to give both positive and negative assessments to the same object in one paper. Now, your evaluation targets on picking up the positive as well as negative attributes of any thing on the set criterion. You are not going to be afraid of mentioning both of them in one sentence. The example is right in front of you of describing a restaurant. This is not a very bad idea, rather it helps the reader understand that how well you have evaluated the positive and the negative aspects of that very thing or place. And now read out the example. You might write that cuisine was delicious and the atmosphere was very sophisticated, but at the same time the service quality could be better and location of the restaurant was chosen badly. So this is how the writer, he tries to tell that the cuisine was delicious, but at the same time the location wasn't very good. So the two ideas, the positive and the negative aspects of the restaurant, have been mentioned in one paragraph or in one sentence, which is not a very bad idea while you are writing one evaluation essay, because that helps you find your judgment or draw your judgments on the written material. Don't be too informal, because that's your formal essay that calls for writing down a serious thing. Of course, your style of writing will be better if kept within some limits. So don't try to cross your limits. Even if you want to be bring in humor in your essay, try to be very, very scholarly type. Don't use the topics that are overused. So the topics that have been used by the previous people, you are not going to use them. Come up with something that is creative and that is something new. People will not be motivated to read your essay if it is going to cover the same ground. So the topics that have been used or that have been discussed thoroughly previously by a few people will not get attached to them. Now, there are some common mistakes that people can make while writing one evaluation essay. Remember that you are going to stick to all the rules that I am telling you, and in the end I will give you one quiz to solve. That one you are supposed to do today, and I will ask you in the next class that how successful were you while writing your quiz and how many marks did you get. Now, confusing the evaluation essay, if you come to the first common mistake that people can make, is confusing the evaluation essay with the review. Now, review is something also which has got the judgment on something, but sometimes people confuse both of these formats. A review is a brief summary of a book, a movie or a play, while evaluation paper provides readers with your personal assessment about a certain object. Now, your review has something to do with the movie review, or maybe a book review has something to do with facts. However, evaluation essay also calls for your personal assessment, your personal judgment, where you have made a personal criterion or the personal judgment of any piece of art, any piece of literature, or any piece of music. Choosing a too broad topic is another wrong idea while you want to pick up any topic for your evaluation essay. If you go too wide, you will have to deal with a large amount of possible criteria and supporting evidence. So the best idea that I have discussed with you earlier in the lecture, that you can provide 3 paragraphs or 3 evidences or 3 evidentiary details for supporting one strong criterion or one strong judgment that you want to work on. Not to mention that it will be more difficult to make an evaluation. So if you choose a very broad topic, that is going to take a lot of time of yours, and maybe you would have to work on a lot of providing a lot of the evidences to support your argument, and this is going to not going to end up like a good evaluation essay. Distinguishing an insufficient number of criterion. Now if you have less than at least 3 criteria, you won't be able to assess your object entirely. So the best idea, you can choose 4 to 5 criterion while you are working on your evaluation essay. Otherwise the insufficient number of criterion to be provided in your essay won't give you good results, or you won't come up with good judgments related to the topic that you have chosen for your evaluation essay. Using rooted arguments, even if you are intellectually exhausted and cannot come up with anything worthwhile, by any means avoid using arguments like this restaurant is the best in the city because it is great. So these kind of rooted arguments which discuss the same thing and then it ends up with the same thing is not a very good idea while you are giving your evaluation or judgment on something. Now here we come with the last part of our today's lecture, that is your pre-writing exercise for evaluation essay, that is to be taken as your quiz while you should do it before I come for your next class. So you are supposed to do this pre-writing technique for your evaluation essay and also pick up one topic in your mind so that you can work on it well and you can write one good evaluation essay. Now this exercise is intended to help you prepare to write your evaluation essay, that is your quiz, and you are supposed to do that. Now before actually you start working on your quiz and select one topic from the list that I have shown you today, you are supposed to stick to all the rules or all the pre-writing techniques of or pre-writing exercises for the evaluation essay. As you will fill out the questions, you will be starting to write notes that can turn into your essay. So writing your evaluation essay is not going to be it's not going to be a very tough job for you to do, because while sticking to or by sticking to all these questions or by answering these questions, you can easily create one good evaluation on your own. Now help yourself answer question number 1. What is your subject? Pick up your copy, pick up your pen and try to find out that what is your subject of your evaluation essay. Do a short description or a summary of it. That can be a list or a paragraph. Now that you are making an outline, try to make sure that you either you want to make a sentence outline or you want to make a topic outline. That's up to you, whatsoever appeals to you. First of all, you are supposed to choose your topic or the subject of your evaluation on which you want to give your review or on which you want to give your judgment. So I hope that you have selected one topic from the list that I have shown you in the previous slides. Second step would be that what did you expect before you viewed your subject. Now what were your expectations, that what were the reasons for finding out or for selecting the topic that you have chosen for writing down your subject. Did your experience match your expectation or reverse it? So your experience or your personal experience or the evidences that you are going to provide for this subject, do they match with your expectation or is it the other way around? Now your step number 3 would be you are going to help yourself answer question number 3. What category does your subject fall into? So you are going to define the category for that. Either you have chosen the drama, either you have chosen the any piece of poetry. Your main purpose is to define the category of that very piece of or that very subject that you have chosen for evaluation. Be sure to try to get as specific and narrow as possible. So you are going to be very, very specific and you are supposed to narrow down your information as much as you can. What would you consider to be the very best example of this category? So what would you consider to be the very best example of this category and why? So this is what you are supposed to answer, and I hope if you are supposed to answer this question on your own related to any topic that you have chosen from the list that I have given you, you can write one good evaluation essay. Remember, you are writing an outline, preparing or pre-writing technique, or using the pre-writing technique by answering all these questions one by one. Using your analysis with number 4. Now, if you have followed question number 4 on the previous slide, what do you think a good example of this subject needs to have? Now that you have chosen your subject and you have also provided the evidence for that, now try to see that what could be the possible example for this subject. These can turn into your criteria for judging your subject. Now this is how you can make a specific criteria for your subject. If you are having trouble, you can also think of how you can divide your subject into parts and aspects of your subject. So if you still have a problem setting down the criteria for your subject, you can divide your subject into different parts. The answer is, here are some parts of my subject that I thought were very effective. So you have set down the criteria while you are about to take your step number 6 for writing your evaluation essay. Now your step number 7 would be that here are parts I thought were not as effective. So you are going to differentiate between the effective as well as ineffective part of your essay that you want to write. Use your answers to make 3-column log by putting 3 lines down on a paper and heading them with criteria, evaluation, criteria, evidence, and your judgment. So your criteria would come in the first column, your evidence that is supporting your criteria would come in the second column, and your judgment based on the evidence is going to come in the third column. So that we have discussed in the previous slides as well, and this is what you are supposed to do. This is going to help you support one criteria with a strong evidence and then draw your own conclusion or draw your own judgment on that. If I had to put my evaluation in one sentence, it would be this. So this is going to be your thesis, or this is going to be your topic statement on which you are going to work gradually throughout your evaluation essay. So your quiz number 1 for till as we are moving on, and you are going to start working on your assignments, and I'm also going to give you some quizzes. So your quiz number 1 is to, based on this pre-writing exercise, you are supposed to pick up one topic from the previous slides of the topic selection. Pick up one topic and try to write down one good evaluation essay on your own, and then you are supposed to submit that to me in the next class. Then I will go through it and we will see that how well you have worked, and how you can also share your problems while writing your evaluation essay, and we will see that how we can overcome them. Once you are done with your evaluation essay, try to make sure that you show it to your peer, your friend, maybe your supervisor, maybe your teacher, as to make sure that if you have made any mistakes, any grammatical mistakes, any punctuation mistakes, any ideas mistake, or if you have left any loopholes, if your thoughts are well connected, if they are coherent, or if there is a cohesion in them. This is what all we are going to see while you write down your quiz, and I recap everything what I have taught you today. So today we have learnt about the evaluation essay, which is somewhat confused with the review of any book, any movie, or any piece of music. The evaluation is a review, similar yet different. So they are similar yet they are different, because your review is something that is based on the facts and evidences. However, your personal opinion is also involved in your evaluation. Your personal judgment is also there. Steps for writing evaluation essay, this is what we have also discussed. Then you are supposed to pick topic for your evaluation essay from the list that I have shown you for topic selection. then you should know, we have also discussed that what you are evaluating, and you are supposed to keep all the points in your mind while you try to answer yourself that what are you trying to write. Then how to write an evaluation essay, this is what we have also seen. Then we have talked about some do's and don'ts of writing down evaluation essay or a good judgment of something. Then the common mistakes that we have discussed, and after you have gone through the pre-writing exercise for the evaluation essay, now I want you to write one good evaluation essay based on all the tips and techniques that we have discussed in today's lecture. Write down one that you think that you can create a good criteria for. Stick to the 3-column technique where you can elaborate your criteria that is being supported by the strong evidences, and then come up with your own judgment and your own evaluation. There should be at least 5 paragraphs for that. Your first paragraph would introduce your would be your introduction paragraph that would introduce your thesis statement that I have taught you to make. Your 3 paragraphs would focus on the evidences to the set criterion that you have selected for your evaluation essay, and in the last paragraph you would clearly and obviously restate your judgment that you have drawn in your main body parts. So that was all about today's lecture. Here is a list of references that you can see while I move to my next class, and you start working on your quiz number 1 that I have given you to solve. Start working on your quiz, and if you have any confusion, you can again go back to the slides and see that what exactly the steps that you are supposed to take in mind while writing one good evaluation essay. So while you write one, I am signing off from here. I hope to see you in the next class where we are going to discuss another essay, another interesting essay type. We are yet to go with some, and I have also selected literary essay for your course, because I believe that since this is your literature class, so we can work on how to write one literature essay. So by the time I keep on collecting and gathering information for you and making you easy to understand what essay writing is, and then gradually we will move on to our presentation skills, which the portion that you are really going to enjoy, and that is going to be very, very beneficial for you. You write down your quizzes, and I will go take my next class. Till the next class, take very good care of yourself, work hard on your assignments, work hard on your quizzes, because you are going to, I'm sure that you want to secure good marks in your final exams. So take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.